All right, we are live on this beautiful bye week.
Yeah, no Minnesota Vikings football for the first time in 7 weeks. It's a horrible feeling, but we know there's a lot more on the way. A lot of things to talk about: the future, the present, and the past, and we're going to cover it all.
Really, we're going to talk about the past?
Hell yeah, we're talking about the past.
I got some things in my past that I'm not overly proud of, but I'm looking forward to this one. We got some usual suspects here. Mr. Patrick Harms is in the house. Bob Swede, as always. Love to see it.
Trading card break. Does he know how to speak your language or what?
God, Harms, if Patrick Harms, if you're trading cards, you and I need to connect a little bit closer here.
He'll rip you off.
No, I won't. Look at that background right there. I got some beauties. All right. Well, let's give her a minute here, but we're gonna, even though it's the bye week, we got a lot to talk about, and I'm a little heartbroken that Amir Abdullah appears to be no longer.
I'm not. That means Kenny Ngwangu's here.
Well, I know, but Amir Abdullah is like actually moving on to another team, which is a little sad. It's been around for a while.
Who signed him? I didn't see that.
It appears the Panthers are very, very close to making that happen. Oh, Harms. Yeah, we got to talk.
Wow. But he has a really good collection of Garbage Pail Kids.
See, he's got a lot of junk wax. Nice
yeah.
mid 80s to early 90s.
And his grunders.
Chad Myers is having himself a brewski. Abdullah is gone. Is that confirmed? Did he actually sign?
I'll do some investigation.
All right, do it. We'll give another minute here. Plenty to talk about this 3-3 squad.
This is expected to sign.
Jeff H. in the house. You haven't missed anything yet. Nothing yet.
You think they signed? We're going to work him out. They worked him out on Wednesday.
Oh, Harms is saying they signed him. I believe him.
It's all expected. He's jumping the gun, just like he does in the sack.
It'll happen. Bob Sweet thinks the Panthers already cut him.
No, they saw him on Sunday. They said, we got to have this guy on our team. This is what's going to turn it around for us, and they're making that happen.
Well, I will give Amir Abdullah some credit. I mean, wasn't sexy of signing, and was he second-round pick by the Lions? Never really lived up to it. But damn it, when he was out there, special teams, even when he was a running back, he performed.
He did. He also had some slippery mitts on him. I was always worried he was going to fumble.
More for the Lions, though.
He had a couple for the Vikings, too, that were very costly.
Jeez, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look
what he does. He fumbles the ball.
All right, well let's do this. What are we chatting about tonight?
Let's hop in here. Let's start with the first topic. Minnesota Vikings are 3-3, but my question is this: who are the 3-3 Minnesota Vikings? What is this team's identity?
This team's identity. That's a very, very deep question. And all I want to know. Okay, yeah, he did. He had 3 fumbles for the Vikings. Who are the Vikings? Basically, are you asking, are they worthy of this 3-3 record?
No, I'm saying, some teams they have strong defense, a good running game. Some team, what's the Minnesota Vikings? What is their thing?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I think what the Minnesota Vikings are, I know what they are. They're a chameleon. They're a chameleon team this year. They're what their opponents are, and that's how they play. They play up to Arizona Cardinals. They play down to the Detroit Lions. They play, up and down against the Carolina Panthers, up and down against the Cincinnati Bengals. They hung in there with the Cleveland Browns in a tough defensive game against a team that has a good defense. I don't think this team has its own identity. This team is a chameleon, and they're always changing colors. They're always changing shapes. They're a chameleon.
That is a really good way to put it. I think you thought about that, and I appreciate that thought. I'm going to say they're a chameleon with like 2 legs, because even though they're a chameleon and they just kind of transform to the team they're playing, they just continue to hinder themselves. They continue to shoot themselves in the foot, and that's not what winning teams do. They can come out, shock the world, and beat Dallas without Patrick Peterson, but until they actually show up and start wiping the floor with some of these teams that they should, they're not going to go anywhere. So I agree. I like the chameleon.
Yeah, and Brian Westerland summed up. He says a weird team. They are a weird team. They're weird. It's a weird team. It's been a weird season.
It's been a weird season. I will say this though: the fact that we are 3-3 with the way we've played, I will take that. I'll take that any day of the week because some of these games, it seems like we should maybe be 1-5.
Yeah, it's been weird. I think when you look at the schedule coming out, 3-3 was a very likely outcome to be where we'd be at the bye. But the way they played, the way they've lost some of these games, and the weaknesses of this team aren't what we were expecting to see. So I think that's what's surprising and kind of what makes this 3-3 just feel, I don't know, probably not as good as it should, really.
Well, and this is the worst part. Jeff H. just brings up this great point. Everybody is just giving Arizona the love. Are they the best NFC team throughout the whole NFC? I mean, even over the Bucs, everybody said, yeah. And we should have beat them. I mean, if we would have beat the Cardinals, this would be a whole different discussion.
Well, you'd be 4-2. You still have that loss against the Bengals.
The fact that we beat the Cardinals would have shut that up.
You still would have had the Lions at a last-second field goal. There still have been plenty of concerns, but yeah, it would feel a whole lot better.
Really,
I still know if you know what this team is, though.
Really chaps my ass. Patrick Harms believes this is a deep playoff team, and that's why we love Patrick Harms. Bob Sweet, Arizona's a fraud. That could be true. Raffy from England.
Wow.
Hope you guys
having some what the hell is it called? No, Spotted Dick. Can we bet the Spotted Dick?
Spotted Dick, King Ralph. Great movie. Daniel Garcia. Or I believe our latest Patreon night.
Hell yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. I think
if that is D. Garcia, then that is the man right there. Great picture of him, by the way, too. Really nice picture. All right, so that is the identity of the Vikings. Weird team,
Tim
strange
Voss,
team.
Yeah, we got to interrupt you for a second. Tim Voss brings up a great point. Everybody saying we're just points away from being 6-0, but we are also points away from being 1-5.
Which I think speaks directly to this team being a chameleon. They're against who they play, and that's why I think moving forward, at 3-3, this team has a chance because if they play these good teams good and they hang in there, eventually they're going to pull out some victories that we don't see coming. Will this team ever really be a great team this year? I don't know, but if they keep hanging in there and playing hard and matching the level of their competition, some wins are going to happen that we're not expecting.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of being a Vikings fan. They toy with our emotions. We will lose to teams that we should or that we shouldn't, and we'll be teams that we should. And Patrick Harms, A+, sir. Boom.
Thank you, Patrick. That's your fee for missing the post game on Sunday.
He's pulled his weight here. Not impressed with the Cardinals. Nobody seems to be impressed with the Cardinals.
Well, I think we've said it before. The Minnesota Vikings are the cruel intentions of the NFL. They're nothing but a big old cock tease, and that's the way it's always going to be.
And Jeff H is nailing it. I can't imagine. I mean, the Vikings will be big underdogs going against Dallas, especially with old Patrick Peterson. Dallas is putting up huge yards in the air. That beautiful defense beautiful offense, and their defense is coming on too. So, Lupagus, I really hope you got that muff, and I hope you shut the door behind you. It's a fruit fly. Yuck! It sounds like a dirty house. But yeah, if they beat Dallas coming out of this bye, I'm drinking everything. I'm drinking all the purple Kool-Aid. I'll drink whatever you put in front of me.
I think they definitely could, though. I mean,
I'm not feeling that at all.
The New England Patriots went toe-to-toe with the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is a team that it's always up and down. They're never consistent, at least not the Dallas Cowboys of the last 15 years. So I think it's going to be a wild game. It's going to be a crazy game. It's going to come down to the wire, and I think the Vikings can definitely beat the Dallas Cowboys. But you can't disrespect their defense. You definitely have to respect their offense. I know Dak's not 100% healthy, so but still, the Vikings could win that one.
They could, but it would be a very, very tough task. I'm buying into the Cowboys' love that they're getting. So we will be talking all about that next week. But what else we got? Bob Swede wants to know if you're drinking the Voodoo.
Now I got one can left, and I'm saving it for the next Vikings victory.
Ooh, shit! Sounds fantastic.
Hell yeah! No, let's talk about this defense because statistically, they're starting to rank pretty damn high. You look at the last couple of games. What was it? Shut out the Seahawks in the second half. 14 points against the Browns. What was it? 19 points against the Lions, or the hell it was. And then the Panthers, you have 21 points. But it doesn't feel. I'm going to say they're getting better, but it doesn't feel that great. Am I wrong thinking like this?
No, it's you bring up a good point. It just feels weird because when you look at the rankings, they're ranking very, very well, top 10, but it does not feel like that at all. So you're absolutely right. I can't get a good feel for this. Even we've talked about Dalvin Tomlinson a handful of times where he's grading out fantastic. And yes, he does show up sometimes to get some plays, but he's grading way above than what you actually see on the field. And maybe we're just missing it. But I'm not buying in this defense. Like I said, a lot of this is going to come down to the Dallas game. I want to see how they show up. If they get completely blown up by Dallas, I mean, confidence is going to be on the floor.
Well, I think the problem is, and why we all feel gross and dirty about this defense, is you look what happened against the Lions. I mean, you're up by 11 with 4 minutes left, and that gets blown. Same thing with the Panthers. It was almost the same exact situation. And then 4th and 10, they are throwing out of their own end zone, and you let them complete it, and they go for 50 yards, and they end up tying the game. And I think these are the things that have happened that make this defense. You don't trust them yet. You haven't seen that complete game really, where they shut them out from start to finish, hold them to 10 points, have 6 sacks, something crazy like that. So I think this is why statistically this defense is better, and it's getting better. They're all kind of starting to gel, but it still just doesn't feel. I'm not confident in the defense right now.
Well, we're confident in the fact that it's getting better. There's no denying that. And Rafi brings up a good point. What do you guys think of Dantzler this season? Well, something tells me we're going to be seeing a lot more of him over the next 3 weeks. Dantzler, I mean, the way I see it is he's not on the field for a reason. And we saw in preseason where he just didn't seem like the rookie version of him. So I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table. I hope he comes out there hungry. Hope he comes out there ready to prove that he should be a starter. But as far as what do I think of him, I'm a little scared.
Well, the flip side of that is what has Bashaud Breeland done that he should be out there? He's looked horrible.
Well, I know that's what scares me about the fact that they're still not putting Dantzler out there.
Well, that's why I think there's something else behind the scenes, whether he was dinged up early in the year, did something to Mike Zimmer. You can't go back to the tweets because everything Bashaud Breeland tweeted was far worse than what Cam Dantzler ever tweeted.
No, it's not about the tweets. Zimmer's job is on the line. If it comes down to a tweet where it's just some butthurt thing, no way in hell. Dantzler is just well, I think it's about what he's doing on the field.
Well, let's go to what he's done on the field. I mean, for the most part, I've liked what I've seen. I mean, he's been coverage-wise more consistent than Bashaud Breeland. Yeah, he had a bad play last week, but he came in off the bench. It's hard to come in and kind of just automatically, step right into the game. So I like what I've seen from Dantzler. He's a far better tackler than Bashaud Breeland. He gives us that aspect, which Breeland does not do. So overall, I've been fine with his play. I thought his play in the regular season has been better than his play in the preseason.
Well, preseason was disgusting. Patrick Harms wondering if the Vikings should bring somebody in. Do we trust Joseph? Should they bring in more kickers? Lupagus, what you thinking?
Not yet, but it's definitely something they could do. If Joseph blows one more game, or the Vikings, Kirk Cousins has to save the game again, then yeah, maybe you do think about it. He lost the Arizona game. He won the Detroit game. He tried to lose the Carolina game. So overall, I think he's got a few more chances. I would give him another shot here against Dallas, and then if he starts, missing and missing clutch kicks, then I'd look to make a move. But I'm starting to think it doesn't really matter who our kicker is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think unless there's a complete meltdown, whether Joseph goes for the next 6 or 7, something insanely crazy, this is our horse. This is a guy that they are going to stick with for the season. I don't see them making a change at all. They would have done it already. We've been through the ringer with kickers. They've pulled the trigger too early, which we saw with Daniel Carlson. Joseph is our guy. I think we just got to realize that, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I'd be more surprised than anything if they'd made a move on him. I think he'd have to really, really step on his dick to get released at this point. Let's go on to a couple little award tapey things here. I mean, we've done midseason awards. It's not quite midseason yet, but it's pretty damn close. We're at our bye, and it kind of feels like midseason.
It's valid.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's start with turd of the first 6 games of the season on offense. Who is your offensive turd of the first 6 games?
Yeah, and let's see the comments as well. Who your turd of the season so far is on offense? You're just saying offense?
Yeah, offense.
Mine's easy. Mine's Garrett Bradbury. Don't really need to explain myself much on this one. First round pick, complete bust. Worst offensive lineman on an offensive line that isn't very good. Turd. And I'm already predicting he'll be my turd of the year at the end of the year. So Garrett Bradbury, bust. Turd.
Wow. I'm not quite as low on Garrett Bradbury as you are, but I'm going to go with the O-line. I'm going to go with Rashad Hill. I thought he was quite awful the times he was out there. He had like one decent performance. But he's getting knocked on his ass. He's rolling over on his back. Tim Voss has stepped on his dick once.
I bet a lot of people have stepped on his dick. You know what? I'm going to interrupt you. Rashad Hill is an undrafted offensive lineman that got pushed into the starting lineup because of an injury.
I don't care. Adam Thielen was undrafted too, and he does just fine. So I'm going to say I'm sticking with Rashad Hill.
Your argument?
I mean, you can't say undrafted. The guy's been in the NFL for 6 years. It doesn't matter.
He shouldn't be starting. He's a backup.
It wasn't like he was undrafted this year. He's a veteran player. He comes in. He can't do his job. He sucked. He was horrible. I'm going with Rashad Hill. And we're never going to see him again.
That makes no sense to me. I mean, Rashad Hill wasn't good.
You don't understand
he's a turd, but he should be a turd.
Big-time turd.
He
should at least do his job.
If Garrett Bradbury was a backup center that was forced to play, I'd give him a pass. He is a first-round pick, a center. That he is a starter. Turd.
I'm not defending Garrett Bradbury. I'm just going with Rashad Hill.
All right. I like it. I like the way you work.
Yeah.
Plopio agrees with you. Shocker.
Well, someone has to. Let's move on to
the
turd.
Going to agree with you.
Of the defense. I don't think so. Turd on the defense. Who we got?
Man, I don't want to say Breland because it's too damn easy. I'm going to go DJ Wanham. DJ Wanham's my turd, and it's more so just because I had high expectations for him. I thought he was going to really push to get that, to be that other starting defensive end. Granted, Everson Griffin has played fantastic, but DJ Wanham, even when he's out there, I mean, he's had a couple plays as of late, but damn, I really had high expectations for him. So I'm going to put Breland aside and just give it to Wanham.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat this or be different. I'm going to go Bashaud Breeland. He has been the biggest turd, and it's not even close. His coverage has been horseshit. He doesn't tackle. Not sure really what he does. And he's obviously a turd of a human going on Twitter, telling us fans, to suck on his Johnson. And I'm going to say there's probably 3 watching right now that probably would do that. But yeah, overall, it's Bashaud Breeland. And to me, it's not even close. He's been a huge liability, huge problem. And just hasn't been very damn good all year.
No, I won't. He is a turd. I'm not going to disagree with you. Patrick Harmsworth, Harrison's interceptions. He's had a couple bounce off of his hands a little bit. He's been in the right place. Just hasn't brought him in.
Yes. I guess Harrison Smith isn't living up to Patrick Harm's expectations. He sets the bar high, Mr. Harms does.
He should. Manamita, I would. I don't know what that means, but Manamita, I would.
I know exactly what he means.
I don't. I missed it.
All right. Well, let's go on to stud of the first 6 games. Let's go. Let's start with defense. Who is your defensive stud of the first 6 games? Before Wimbar gives his, let's see some comments.
Yeah, come on, studs. Mix it up a little bit. Defense, although I expect some varying answers on this one because there's been some guys that have stepped up.
Oh, for sure. I'm excited to see what they got.
Tim Voss thinks Barr's the biggest turd in the world. I like Chad Myers. He's going to be a closer and a stud at year's end. He's off to a good start last 2 weeks. Very, very good. Very good. Griffin, we got a Griffin. We got another Griffin, Patrick Peterson. Michael Pierce, that must be the, I don't know if that's turd or stud. Kendricks with a big old hog after him.
Yeah. Sure he does.
Ed Guy rocks. Our guy. I can't wait for the next year's draft videos to see Ed Guy rocks video again.
Which one was hit? I don't even remember.
Oh, go watch it again. It was beautiful. Skin pie in my eye. Nick Vigil.
Hey, Nick Vigil. Woo!
Don't look at his PFF rating. That'll make you very sad.
I don't know. I think with PFF rating, sometimes you just throw a dart at the board and go with the number.
Tim Voss, another Vigil. Tim Voss and Skinny are going to be living together. I hope to visit them often.
Are they going to live in a tin whistle?
Yeah, probably. Defense, Kendricks, one of the best damn linebackers in the league. All right, Lopagus, who's your stud on defense?
Mine is Everson Griffin. This guy has been light years beyond what anybody expected he'd bring to the table. Pretty much, I mean, I don't know if he starts, but he's been getting the most snaps opposite Daniel Hunter. And he's playing like he did 5 years ago. He's got so much burst off the line, so much energy, so much speed. There's a lot of football left in Everson Griffin, and we're seeing it this year.
Hell yeah. Love it. I'm surprised we're not seeing more Danielle Hunters. In fact, I don't know if I've seen a Danielle Hunter yet.
I think I saw one.
That's very, very concerning and odd because he is ripping shit up. I'm going to the secondary. I'm going PP, Patrick Peterson. I know he's hurt, but worth every damn penny. I couldn't imagine this team without Peterson. If we were trotting out Danzler and Breland out there, people would be putting 600 yards up against us in the air. Patrick Peterson, kind of an unsung hero. You look at his stats, they will not wow you, but he is shutting down opposing wide receivers. And we're going to see how much we value him over the next 3 weeks because it's going to get gross. And Patrick Peterson is absolutely my stud.
Yeah, it's could be downright horrifying seeing what's going to happen here in the next couple of games. But I have confidence. Maybe the pass rush will increase to take some pressure off the back end. James
Lynch, got a stud there. Yeah, he's a handsome son of a bitch who's in the right place at the right time.
He looks like, I don't know, like a female Viking warrior.
Matamidai, 99 all the way. He's the man.
All right, so that was our stud and turds of the first. We didn't do offense yet. We got a stud of offense. I'm sorry, stud on offense. This one, I got to assume this be pretty easy.
Well, again, I'm going to mix it up here. I'm not going to go I'm going to take Kirk Cousins out of the equation. He's the MVP of this whole damn team. That is clear. So I'm going to give a different answer. I'm going Brian O'Neill. Brian O'Neill is my stud of the offense. He's given up 6 pressures, 2 penalties, 0 sacks. What more could you ask for on an offensive line that is dicey at best, which is getting better? But if this offensive line did not have Brian O'Neill, it would be a complete shit show. We know our guards are hit or miss. Yes, they've had some good games. They've had some bad games. Our center is dog shit. But Brian O'Neill is the man. He gets that big contract. He's living up to it. He's not just saying, screw it, I'm taking the money. Brian O'Neill is my stud of the offense.
And he also claps for himself when he jumps off sides. Or has
gives a shit. He should clap for himself. He's a damn good ball player.
He's a damn good ball player, but this is definitely it's Kirk Cousins, no doubt about it. This guy has.
Could we take the easy road here?
It's the obvious. It's the only answer. He's got
take him out. Take him out. Who's your stud outside
made of ice? He urinates ice. He's got fucking. He's just steel, man. The guy's been driving this team down every time for game-winning field goals. The kicker can't even make him half the time. What does he do? He just brings them back down, wins the game in overtime. He don't give a shit. It's Kirk Cousins. Without Kirk Cousins, this team doesn't have a win. All
right, take Kirk Cousins out of the equation. Who's your stud?
I'm going to probably have to go Justin Jefferson then.
I like it.
I mean, he's just evolving, and you see him making these catches no one should be making. He can have a guy right on him. He comes down with the football. He's gritty. He's tough. He's always going for the extra yard. I love me Justin Jefferson, and if you take Kirk Cousins out of it, it's got to be Jefferson.
Mamina just had a great comment, by the way. I do like Jeff H. Jeff H. is predicting Darisaw will be the stud by the end of the year. And in that first starting game, you know what? I believe it. I like what Jeff
It
H.
wasn't
is
bad.
drinking. I want a sip of that.
It was good. It was good.
Old McDonald in the house. We haven't seen him in a while.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Old McDonald.
It's our man. It's our man.
He's up there with the yaks and the caribou.
Pulford Skull. KJ earned his paycheck, and damn right he has.
I think he's played beyond his paychecks. I'm guessing that thing ain't real hefty for a 5th rounder.
Yeah, he's gonna be asking for a little bit of a pay raise. Well deserved.
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it. He's earned everything he's got coming to him. All right, so let's talk about who. We had the first 6 games. Who is going to be the breakout player second half of the season? Don't answer it yet. Simmer it. Let it marinate in your mind, in your soul. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Breakout player for the rest of the year. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. And also, be sure to sign up for our Patreon page.
Apparently, Patrick Harms and this Buford character know each other.
God. Should have a sleepover some night. Sounds fantastic.
I'll make popcorn and Kool-Aid.
Beers, nachos, and just high fives.
Wow.
I like Daniel Garcia's prediction, Wyatt Davis. If it's Wyatt Davis, Daniel Garcia, I'm going to show up at your house and make you pancakes. Probably need some nice bacon.
Don't eat one bar's bacon, whatever you do.
That's true. I should have said anything else. Outhouse goes with Harrison Smith. It doesn't really count.
Yeah, I don't think you understand what breakout means.
I have breaking news from Patrick Harms.
Oh my God. Wow.
I believe it.
Unexpected.
I believe it.
Harms is always up to something unexpected.
Chad Myers, it's a valid question. Wonder what our record would be if we had Irv Smith.
Yeah.
We'd sneak in another win. Ed Guy Rocks loves him some Sean freaking Mannion. Tyler Conklin, you know what? I hope that is the right answer. Because Tyler Conklin is just, I'm just not on the Tyler Conklin train yet. I was.
He just hasn't quite been what we hoped he could be.
Got another Tyler Conklin.
It was Siebes again.
Ed Guy Rocks, I don't believe you. You meant it. All right, Lupagus, who's your breakout player?
I'm actually going to go a little deep here. You went deep on your stud and turds. I'm going to go deep on this one. I'm going to go Harrison Hand, cornerback. I think we're going to see, with Patrick Peterson out, we're going to see some new faces in there. I think they're going to do some more mixing up. And I think Harrison Hand, we saw some game playing ability out of him last year. The Saints game, he made a couple plays. He had some strong performances in minicamp. He was kind of the talk of minicamp. You guys remember back in June. This guy can ball, and I think we're going to see a lot more Harrison Hand the second half of the season.
Love it. I would love to see some more Harrison Hand. Monamita, I kind of stole my thunder here. He's going in Wangu, even though you completely butchered it. That's my breakout guy. I think we're going to see a lot of him, even if it's just on kick returns. We saw Smith Marset. We saw Amir Abdullah just not really doing a ton. I think Nwangu is gonna give us a little bit of spark on special teams, and also maybe a couple carries a game, maybe a little crazy, a little funky with him. So Nwangu is my breakout player for the second half.
Well, he's replacing Amir Abdullah, and I think we're going to see him used exactly like Amir Abdullah was. A couple snaps on offense, and then kick return, and he's got the speed, he's got the breakout ability. I think everybody's excited to see what this kid brings to the table. We didn't get to see him in the preseason, got hurt that first snap on the kickoff. So, yeah, I think that's a great point. And he was actually my second one.
Oh, yeah. And my second one was actually Darisaw. I think by the end of the season, Vikings fans will and should be very, very excited about this guy.
There's not a single Luke Stalker. There's not a Chris Herndon.
No, there was a Chris Herndon.
Was there really?
Braden.
I didn't see it.
Chris Herndon right there.
Boom.
Braden.
The hell? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I just wanted to bring it up.
I hope it does. I hope it does so bad.
Just that 4th rounder feels better on draft day. All right, any more out there or what? What do we got? Okay.
Another Harrison Smith. Ed Guy Rocks agrees with your Harrison Hand. Old McDonald thinks Patrick Peterson will be. Maybe it's Adrian Peterson. I don't know which one.
Yeah, he probably thinks we're going to sign Adrian. Great second half of the season.
Maybe it's the old Stamp Man. I don't know.
I don't know who the old Stamp Man was. But I like that giggle. All right, let's move on. Final topic of the night. Tomorrow night's game. A lot of ex-Vikings ties to it. We got Teddy Bridgewater quarterbacking the Denver Broncos against Case Keenum, reuniting with Kevin Stefanski on Thursday night. Stefanski, Keenum versus Bridgewater, George Patton. Question is here. If the Vikings would have stayed with one of these guys, who would you guys rather have seen it be with? Case Keenum or Teddy Bridgewater?
Yes. Let's see it. What do you guys think?
And this is always a topic that comes up on Twitter. Everybody's, wishing if Cousins has a bad game, it goes back to, we should have kept Keenum. We should have kept Bridgewater. There's no doubt in my mind Vikings made the right move going with Kirk Cousins. No one else should even argue that or have any other opinion. But curious between the two, Case Keenum or Teddy Bridgewater, who would you guys rather stick with?
What a barn burner we're going to have.
It's going to be interesting.
You got a Keenum right off the bat. Jason says Bridgewater.
Question Patrick Harms is, would you rather have stuck with Case Keenum or Teddy Bridgewater if the Vikings had to pick one of them back in, was it 18?
He's already in.
Decision?
He's already in with Teddy.
Maybe him and Teddy used to bang too.
Maria's Teddy with exclamation point.
Yeah. I think she's unclenched yet.
Case. Well, 50-50 so far.
Oh, he's thinking for the game. I'm just saying, who would you rather have as your quarterback? Not just for the game tomorrow.
Good question. Case Cookus.
Case Cookus, I'm not sure where he's at right now. Maybe he's signed with Carolina Panthers too, with Amir Abdullah.
Hit up that Patreon page.
Hell yeah.
Shameless plug.
It's almost time for a swag giveaway in that thing.
It is almost time. We're going to be doing our mystery video tomorrow.
And you can also win a chance to go trick-or-treating with us on Halloween.
Jesus, that sounds horrible.
But
yes,
true.
You can. D. Garcia will be in the drawing now. He just signed up. Thank you.
Yeah, he will.
All right,
like
you go first. Case or Teddy?
I'm going Teddy just because I think Case was a one-year wonder. I said the phrase sitting on a horseshoe. He was, I don't know what else gives you good luck. He smoked a bunch of 4-leaf clovers. Whatever it was, magic hit that 2017 season. The way he escaped to the in the pocket. That is his credit. The guy is a magician, escaping pressure, but throwing the ball, Thielen bailing him out, Diggs bailing him out. It was just a perfect storm that year, and I don't think it's something that would ever be repeated. I think Teddy Bridgewater is a little more stable option, so I would definitely go with Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I'm going Case Keenum, and it's not even close. You say Case is a one-year wonder. Teddy is a no-year wonder. He's really not done much of anything. He is a very conservative, dink-and-dunk quarterback. Case Keenum sometimes would at least pull out his balls, whether it panned out well or not. He would go for it. So I'm going Case Keenum 10 times out of 10. I love me some Teddy, but I'll take Case any day.
Has Case Keenum been a starter for multiple teams since leaving the Vikings?
No, but Teddy Bridgewater has gone to teams that didn't have anybody to play.
Teams are still bringing him in as their
starters. You want to
start
Case
with Teddy
Keenum over a first overall pick, Baker Mayfield? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying Teddy Bridgewater has been sought out in the free agent market. He's been sought after by teams, and he continues to hang in there and extend his career much longer than anybody thought he would.
Well, I'm not looking to extend his career. I'm looking to get wins. When I look at Teddy Bridgewater and his stats, he is a 500 quarterback. That's all I got.
Yeah. I will still take him 100 times over Case Keenum because Case Keenum will throw those nasty turnovers, and all of a sudden things will just go bad and everything will fall apart. We saw it in the 17 championship game. And luckily, that was really the only time.
Very key word. Season. Championship game. Championship game was a very key word there.
It was
that he got them to.
Yeah, I would still take Teddy Bridgewater over Case Keenum, no doubt.
All right. Well, I think we're fairly mixed here on the answers. I mean, Teddy, it's tough. You can't not love Teddy. There's no way about it. I mean, Teddy is he's fantastic. But if it comes down to a win, I'm throwing Case out there. Might lose 50-0. I'm putting him out there.
He does have balls. I'll give him credit. That guy is definitely a definition of a gunslinger. He will throw that ball anywhere. He don't give a shit.
He's been on some Case Keenum has been on some very, very bad teams. He was on Houston for a while. It was St. Louis. He was starter for a while. So just want to throw that out there. Very bad teams.
Thank you for throwing that out there. It's really nice of you.
You're welcome.
Look at Matamidai's thing now. I think his thing is just swearing. That's his new stick.
I love Matamidai. I hope he does swear. I hope everybody that we bring on swears. I mean, it's very painful the thought that we're not going to go live on Sunday. Maybe we'll think of a reason to go live on Sunday, but
maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it is weird, but you know what it is? It's a bye week. It came fairly early this year, so we'll have a lot of going live on Sunday moving forward.
We will. We got a lot of Cowboys to talk about in the coming week. We're still going to be talking a lot about just what's happened over the first 6 weeks. So be sure to tune in, hit up our Patreon link. Lot to talk about. And Bob Swede made it very clear that he doesn't swear.
He never does. Only when he's drinking that voodoo. Yeah, I think moving forward to Vikings, we really got to take each game week by week. We went ahead a couple weeks ago, looked at, game by game going down the schedule, but we're starting to see injuries getting into play now, and teams are starting to go up and down. Teams that look shittier earlier are starting to look a little bit better, and teams look better are starting to look crappy. So we don't know who's going to be good. Every Sunday, anything can happen, and I do actually right now. I like our chances against Dallas, and I'm not denying Dallas is a good team. They're strong on defense. Got a hell of an offense. It's gonna be tough, but I do like our chances.
I'll tell you, if we beat Dallas, shit's gonna hit the fan. I'll be topless, possibly bottomless. I cannot wait. Dallas is getting way too much hype. They are a good team, but if we beat Dallas, hot shit. That post game will be fantastic.
Yeah, it'll be late. Will you even be up for it?
Yes, I will, and I'll have a bowl of candy in front of me.
It will be Halloween, won't you? You'll probably take all your kids' good candy.
Just the Heath bars.
Yeah, those are good. All right, well, you guys are thinking about Halloween and the delicious candy. Also remember this, and I think a lot of you guys probably do this. Farting helps reduce high blood pressure. It's good for your health.
It's gross. That's gross. Braden 69-0. Skull. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll be back tomorrow for sure.
Hell yeah.